Hello, Transformer fans and toy collectors. This is Zagatron with another figure review. And today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series 86 Hot Rod from Transformers the movie. And I'm very excited to be reviewing this guy. This guy is my all-time favorite, him and Rodimus Prime. And yeah, let's get up close and look at the packaging. Right up there, we see Hot Rod there, opening up the matrix of leadership. He is from Transformers the movie, Studio Series 8604. This is the fourth one out of this series. There's a good look at Hot Rod in packaging. Right up top, we see Transformers the movie. Right on the side, we have an image of Hot Rod. He is a Voyager class, which in reality, this is a deluxe class, but with all the accessories that he comes with, he is a Voyager. Let's go over to the other side. It's a bigger picture there, a Hot Rod with the matrix of leadership. Right in the back here, we have Hot Rod in his robot mode and his vehicle mode. He transforms in 29 steps. It says here, Hot Rod lights the darkest hour. And this is also from the depths of Unicron. So, yeah. I'm very excited to crack this guy out of packaging. And let's check him out. And here's Studio Series Hot Rod out of packaging. And boy, does this guy look amazing. And I'm not being biased here. I know this is my favorite character, but this figure looks fantastic. Much props to Hasbro. I think they did an amazing job with this guy. Let's take a closer look at him. Let's look at some of the details here. Let's look at his head sculpt. That head sculpt looks fantastic. Going down to the very details on him. You don't see too much car cable hanging out of him at all. This is the best version of Hot Rod to date. And he looks fantastic. Let's get down to some articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so you get a bit of a wiggle. There you have some shoulder rotation. You have elbow rotation. You have a wrist swivel. You do have some waist rotation. Legs go forward that far. To the transformation, that's how far back they go. You have a knee bend. And you don't have much of an ankle tiltage there on that. But all in all, that's fine by me. Let's go down to some of his accessories. He does include his two blasters. These are painted in silver. They look fantastic. Let's have him hold his pistols here. Could have him that look for display. There's a neat little trick with the hands that they open up, and you could just pop his guns in, and he could double wield. Very nice. And he also comes with his buzzsaw, aka the pizza cutter. And this is a neat trick that this figure has. You could just open up his hands like that, and then this rotates like so. Just close it right back up, and you could, this goes into, this hole goes into that tab right there. It's a bit snug on this copy, but there you could have him wield the pizza cutter, and on this other hand, he's got a welding tool. So you could cut pizzas and weld stuff. Very cool. And if you just want to display him and just store his weapons, they have 2 notches in the back here. You could just store his guns right back there. Oops, come back here. So these go back here. On his back, you could also store this right back there as well. We remove this and give him back his hand. And also this buzzsaw could also store on top of his guns back here. And then you have that going on his back. And let's give him back his other hand. And another neat feature that this figure has, he does come with his goggles. You just simply open up his head like so, which will reveal his goggles. You just simply flick them down. And you can also have that look right there going. Very cool. So let's put him back to regular hot rod. And he also comes with the matrix of leadership. And he also comes with this really cool effect here, which this lights our darkest hour. So you got that going. And he can hold the matrix. See if you could hold it with the blast effect on. Maybe it's getting in the way here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it off. So let's have Hot Rod hold the matrix. He holds it pretty well too. There he is. He's holding it. Now let's add the blast effect on it. The blast effect, or the lighting effect, that is. And that, let's open up his legs, and that looks really nice. And also with these Studio Series figures, we do get the display piece, which is the backdrop that he comes with. And you could just display him like that. And that is really, really cool. Let's open it up. And that is a fantastic looking figure. That's a nice way to display him. I think I might display him just like that. That's really cool. So yeah, let's bring him out. And he also does come with these other blast effects. So I forgot to incorporate into this video. You could display these blast effects in vehicle mode as well, but you could put him at the end, like if he's shooting out of his exhausts, which is also, this is a cool look too. You could give him that look right there. He's shooting out of his exhausts. That's very cool. And for comparison, let's put him up here with Springer. See how they scale together. And now let's put him in here with RC. See how they look together. Getting a whole crew here from Transformers the movie. Let's put in Magnus here. At the back, he's the biggest one. So let's throw in Redgar. See how all these guys look together. That's looking mighty fine in my opinion. Can't wait to put the entire crew together. But just so far, these 5 look great in the shot. All right. Let's remove these guys. And that's it. All right, now let's get down to transformation. So the first thing we do, let's remove the weapons in the back. It's rather snug there. All right, let's line them up. And the first thing we're gonna do, this back fin, we're just gonna detach it from the back. That's gonna open up like that. We're gonna leave that like that. We're gonna go to, and we're gonna separate him from his chest here. And this tabs in. These 2 tabs go right in there. And that's how it holds them together. So this whole back piece will split to the back, and then it folds up. Fold it up like so. So right when we get that, we're going to flip it like this. So it looks, so the yellow's facing inward. Then we're going to get his head, and we're going to flip it toward the back. That, and then we're just going to flip it into his chest and tuck it in right there. Make sure that's nicely tucked in like that. And then this back part is just going to fold. And it's just going to connect, and we're just going to close it up like that. And so these 2 tabs are going to tab into that chest part, make sure it snaps in, and then we have all this done for now. Make sure everything is secure. And then we're going down to the legs. We're going to split the legs open, and then we're going to open this piece here in the back. You're going to open it up like that, and then we're going to open it up, revealing his back exhaust and his back tire. We're going to open till you hear a snap. Then we're going to fold his foot in. And so then this entire piece is going to collapse, and it's gonna go over his thigh like that, and it's going to wrap around. And that, we have a leg all done. So now we go to the second. Same thing over here. We open it up, open it, unfold it until we hear it snap again. And that's snapping. Then we're going to fold in the foot, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side, where this is going to wrap around the thigh. It's going to close like that, and you're going to hear that snap. That's all together. And then we're going to rotate him so that his feet are close to his faux chest there. And now we're going to the top of the car. And this, we're going to rotate it like that. Then we're just gonna fold it over. This is on a double hinge, so make sure it goes all the way down. And then all this back here is gonna snap together. So these legs will snap in to the top of the car like that. See, everything snaps in rather nicely. So we're almost done. We're almost hitting that final stretch. So in these arms, we're gonna get these tabs here. We're gonna pop them open. And so this is gonna flip forward like that. So that's the same thing on the other side. Like that. And then we're just going to flip the arms backwards. Like that. And then these are going to tab that tab right there is going to tab right into his forearm. There's a slot there in his forearm right there, and it's gonna tab right in. It's tiny, so that goes in like that, rather snugly. And then we're going to attach the exhaust to the back so that we have all that connected there, and then we're just gonna fold this piece over so that fills that gap in, and then that's it. That whole side is all done. So now we're going to the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna flip his arm. Make sure that tabs in to the side like that. Make sure all the gaps are filled. And then we're just going to close the exhausts up like that. Then we're gonna close the gap, and that's it. Everything is nice and secure. And so for the final piece, the final part, we're gonna flip up. I closed it way too hard. We're gonna flip up the hood, and it's going to reveal these two pieces here. We're just gonna open them up, and these are just gonna go right over that gap right there, like that. And then we're just going to close the hood, and there we have Studio Series Hot Rod in his very sleek, very G1 accurate vehicle mode. And like I said, I'm blown away by this guy. I love him. I think Hasbro did an amazing job with him. Again, this side doesn't seem to be tabbing in correctly, but yeah, there is Hot Rod. He does roll pretty good. And that's a great look right there from the front. And if we want to store his weapons on the vehicle mode, he does have these two spots right here on top of the engine block. And these guns just tab right in like that. So I'll put it on the wrong way. And make sure that the handle is facing outwards. So he's going like that on top of the block. This doesn't seem to be tapping. There we go. So they look like that, and then we'll put the buzzsaw on the top of the car. And that is your weapon of mass destruction. There is Hot Rod. And to complete the look, you could also put these blast effects in the back of the car to give them that taking off look. And that looks pretty cool. I mean, not all this junk going for it, but without, let's just take all this stuff off. That looks way better. And there is Studio Series Hot Rod, looking fantastic. Let's get up really close to it again. Let's take a look at the details. I like the transparent plastic on the windshield there. A lot of detail in this guy. You can see his faux chest just hanging out, but it's not a deal breaker. This guy looks fantastic. See, it just keeps on tabbing there. And there we go. And for my final thoughts, I give this guy an A+. What a real shock. He looks great in both modes. The transformation is fun, it's fluid. I really like this guy. He looks great on the display shelf. This is the Hot Rod all Transformer fans have been waiting for. Much props to Hasbro. I picked this guy up at Target's, and he's also available online or any other local retailer. And that's it for me. Please make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave me a comment. And that's it. This was the Transformers Studio Series 86 Hot Rod video review. Thank you for watching.